pretty than a motherfucker. House be looking okay. She think that she fucking with me. Is this bitch okay? I used to be down bad, but now a bitch. Okay. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know y'all miss me. I know it's been a minute. You know, content creation is a full-time job. I really wish that I knew that more going into it. When I started content creation, I was in school. I feel like it was easier for me to do it in school than it is for me to do it working a full-time job. It's stressful job. By the time I get home in the evenings, I just want to lay down on my days off. That's like my time to basically do whatever I need to do. So it's been stressful. I've lost motivation. I've contemplated even coming back to do content creation. But I am back home. You guys will be seeing more of my face. So get ready. Turn on your notification bell so you can get notifications every single time I drop a video. Because we're trying to, I ain't trying to do this all day. You know what I mean? Run my legs up. They fall. But yeah, I know I'm joking, but you guys know the title of this video is very serious. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So basically, to jump into it, I had this teacher, and I had this teacher from 4th grade, and then when I hit 7th grade, their class, which is art, became an elective. So I was like, I might as well take it. This to me feel like an easy grade. I'm pretty good at art. As you can tell now, I'm very creative. So I was like, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, easy 8. Yeah, this teacher's pretty cool, just a regular teacher, you know what I mean? Check it out. So I remember one day, me and my friends, because normally what would happen is when we have free periods, or like when it's lunchtime, or certain times crossover, and sometimes my lunchtime I'd be in the room trying to finish up work, or doing other things, and then my friends would sometimes come in with me or whatever. However, you have the other art students in there, however. So it just so happens that students was in there, and we were on his computer. He normally was like, that's why I said he was like the cool teacher. So like he was on his computer, and like when we was on the computer, we was going on like other students' Facebook, laughing, talking about, just regular teenage stuff, looking up different things. I think they was looking up all kind of different things. But I remember I was talking to a friend, I was talking to her like about this phone. I was showing up. I was like, girl, on the computer. So he saw it. Like he saw it when I pulled it up. It's like, oh yeah, this is a nice phone. You like this phone? I was like, yeah man, I'm gonna get this phone. So you know me, I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm just saying, this is nice. I like it. You know what I mean? As simple as somebody looking at a car and they be like, oh yeah, I like that car. But you weren't expecting nobody to get that car for you. Like, you know what I mean? You're just saying that that's something you like and something that you would buy. So one day when I came to art class, he called me over. He was like, hey, I have something for you. And I was like, something for me. And so it was the same exact phone that I wanted. So my first reaction was like excitement, because I was like, I didn't expect it. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I like this phone. Like, I didn't expect, nobody to get it for me. So I was like, okay, super excited, happy and everything. So for my next period, I went to my friend. I told her, I was like, girl, so-and-so gave me a phone. And she was like, for me at that time, I was like, why is she thinking like that? And then I started to think like, I guess if you look at it from a particular angle, it's gonna look weird, right? So I was like, it's kind of weird for sure. I ain't gonna lie, it look weird. Like me sitting thinking for it for a while, but I already took it. And this was something that I really wanted. So I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna put no big scene. You know what I mean? I ain't tell too much people with this. So like when I got the phone and my parents asked me about it, I was like, my friend who I told got it for me as a birthday gift or something like that. And she was like, oh, okay, whatever. I think she knew like something was up too, thinking about it, but she was like, so fast forward now, it was this one particular day, I was in this class because we had exams, and normally when we have exams, the teachers would be in and out the office because they're trying to print off all the exam, especially subject teachers, because let's say if an English teacher and they have like grade 9 to whatever, they got to print out exams for all of those grades and all of those classes. So they was in and out trying to hurry up through the exam. So like a lot of the classes they would just tell us to study and review for, so it would not work. So basically it would be like a free period. So everybody was walking around, and then I had art for my other period. And I was like, I might as well just go in art room because after this I can have art anyway. And my friend tagged along with me. So he came there with me, and we was in there talking, chatting it up, whatever. So the bell rang, and then he had another class that he had to go to. I think he had to finish some work for that class too. So I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then my period is a crossover period because there was few art students. They normally would just have the grade 9s and 10s together because it wouldn't be like the class is over full, you know what I mean? So supposedly a grade 10, she was supposed to, because she was the only one that I could remember was in our class, or probably that was in our period with me, but I know she was coming because the schedule. Yeah, so she was supposed to come, so I was like, anyway, yeah, she's gonna come, whatever. So in that short period of time when my friend left, I was just sitting down, on my phone or whatever. So he came to me, he was like, oh, you like the phone? I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It could do certain things, just showing him whatever. So I remember, like, he came on the side of me, and like for a second he locked the door. So I was like, what going on? Like, when you see something but you ain't really acting on it. Because like I saw it, and in my mind I was like, that's weird. Like, what are you locking the door for? But I was like, it was weird. I saw it and I was like, it's weird in my mind. I just brush it off, but I ain't say nothing right away. So he come on the side of me, and all of a sudden he just started to like touch me. Like he was trying to hug me. And me and him was like fighting because he was trying to like hug me or grab me. And I was pushing him. I was like, hell no. And then I feel he tried to kiss me. And as soon as he did that, I hear bam, bam, bam on the door. That was the other girl coming for the art class. I literally feel like to this day, I am very happy for, she probably, things just happen in the right time. She just was supposed to come at that time. So as soon as she do that, he slide, hurry up, run to the side, open the door. Whatever. So me, in my mind, like I literally was frozen. I didn't know how to react. I was in a state. She came in and I just looked at her and I wanted to, like, she was in there for a minute after this. I think he walked out or whatever. No, he still was in there. He was doing something else. And so she was on, like, right across from me. And so I didn't know, like, how to, because I didn't really know her like that. So I didn't know how to, like, talk to her. Like, I don't know. My mind just was, like, all over the place. So I started to write. I got a pen, and I started to write. And everything was just so wobbly because my hand was just shaking the whole time. So I wrote her something. I think I wrote, I was like, I told her basically, I was like, he tried to come on to me or something I said, and so she was like, she whispered to me, she was like, come with me to the bathroom. So she told him, she was like, hey, we just going to, I think she said like to get something, a snack or something she said. So we gone together. So she talked to me and she was like, what happened? So I explained everything what happened, and she told me, she was like, imagine me. She was like, I am the only girl in his class who was being there with him. And she was like, he always just tried to like comment on certain things about her. Like, he's trying to be like, oh yeah, your lips look nice. She was like, she had on like some lip gloss. And she was like, she stopped wearing it in his class because she don't want him to have nothing to say to her. She was just like, yeah, he is very weird, but she know how to keep her distance away from him. And just basically, she was basically saying like, yeah, this nigga creepy. I know he creepy, but yeah, I know how to clean my way from him, so that's what you're gonna have to do. So like I sitting there, she was just like, don't worry about it. Like just try, don't engage with him, don't say nothing, whatever. So I remember just sitting in there and I don't know, I just did not feel right. And so I remember it just so happened that the owner of the school, he was walking by, and so I saw him and I just started talking to him and I broke down. He was like, before, I started really in front of everybody, he was like, yeah, meet me in my office. So he met him in the office. And then, everything basically came out. He explained, and then he was like, what the principal was trying to figure out, like, was it something going on with me and the teacher? And I was trying to tell him, like, no. So he brought the other girl in because I told her everything. And so she was basically explaining what I told her and then some. or whatever else she had to say. And so he said, oh, and so the principal, I mean, the owner of the school was like, yeah, I can have to take this phone because this or whatever. So he was like, yeah. So when he asked him, he was like, yeah, he did that. And he did it, like, he said it, like, so nonchalantly, like, yeah, I tried to hug her, yeah, I tried to group or whatever. And everybody, I remember the owner of the school was like, so he started routing him. He was like, you already have so many things on your record. The next thing you do, you out of the school. Like, he ran right out in front of me, whatever. So after that, he sent me out. And so I think I went to the guidance counselor or whatever after that. Well, after that, basically the story is, because I was in the 9th grade, I had mostly 2 classes left for them for the year. And so they just switched me into study halls for that period because, you know, that was enough. And then the following, to pick my other electives, of course, I just picked something else. It was very hard for me because I went through a lot of people not believing me. I was just this very outgoing person, like, you know, and like I just became very closed in. I was more than myself. For someone like me, you may look at it and say, oh, that's just small. Nah, he didn't even really do nothing. But for me at the time, think about me like a 9th grader, you know, I just felt like, I don't know what's going on. Nobody believed me. It was just like a bunch of things going on. There's a lot more to the story, but I would say plenty things I look at differently now. I would say it's a learning experience, you know. And I personally wanted to share my story because I wanted you to know, like, I wanted someone out there to know that it doesn't matter what happened to you, it's not your fault. Many people wanted me to feel like it was my fault, and I knew that it wasn't. But it broke me down, especially at that time. This isn't the first case that I've dealt with something like this. I definitely have dealt worse prior and after. This occasion just was the first time that I came out about it to family, and I just felt like, yeah, no. I never told anybody about anything after that. No matter what happens, don't let anybody silence you. Don't let anybody try to, you know, not let you tell your story. Your story is your story. Your experience is your experience. I just wanted to put this out there just for anybody who's struggling with the same thing that I am. But if you're watching this and you probably have went through the same thing as me or probably worse or whatever, and you just probably need somebody to talk to, I'm definitely there. My DMs are always open. I read all of my messages. Now, I don't respond to all of them because if they don't make no sense, we're making, you know what I mean? But if you send me a message, I'll reply to you. But thank you guys for watching this story time. This was very in-depth, and I wanted to do this one different than me just doing a voiceover because this one is definitely more personal. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Okay, that's a wrap.